Let's talk about auto sector also. This sector is going through good times, and I was reading a report actually. Auto sector mutual funds, they are also the second top performers among the sectors in the last 1 year. So your top two-wheeler and four-wheeler picks from the auto space?
So again, I think phenomenal performance, and as I mentioned, the performance in terms of expectations on how the transition is happening, Tanya, both in terms of the internal combustion engines, the petrol and diesel versions, to the electrical mobility and platforms part, is happening in a very smooth manner. So as this transition takes place, and with the kind of capex that a lot of OEMs, which is the auto companies, are putting in towards mobility platforms, electric platforms as well, including two-wheelers, including four-wheelers. I think a large part in terms of the transitionary aspect has been gestated very well. So the kind of footfalls that you are probably seeing, both in terms of expected launches that are coming through, the launches which are happening even on the two-wheeler front, the kind of response that you're probably getting, I think that is something which is very, very encouraging in terms of volume growth. Having said that, I think a lot of concerns that were there for the industry per se, semiconductor issues, costs had blown out, so they had to pass it through in the preceding few quarters. I think a large part of these headwinds are largely behind us, and therefore volume and value growth both should start coming through for the overall sector. Obviously, the beneficiaries, as I said, also become a lot of these auto ancillaries at play, which also benefit both from the OEM and the replacement market as well. So again, on our watch list, as we are seeing it, and very clear as a disclaimer, just a watch list at this juncture that we are tracking. Maruti Suzuki probably remains one of our watch list stock. A lot of transitioning has happened in terms of new models being introduced, management being very, very sanguine in terms of gaining market share over the next few quarters, and a large part of their balance sheet growth coming through in terms of both their product mix and the expectations in terms of better value coming through, translating into better bottom line growth. On the two-wheeler space, obviously TVS Motor has been a huge outperformer in the markets. Bajaj Auto as well. I think the kind of commentary that has come through, both for the domestic market and the export markets, which probably was a laggard in terms of their consolidated performance, should start picking up. But between the two, again, valuations on the higher side as well, they have moved up quite significantly in terms of price action. But TVS Motor is something that if somebody is holding, should hold on. Many things are happening, both again in terms of launches, getting a spread in terms of geographical presence out of the south into the west and north as well. And the products getting very good feedback in terms of both response as well as new dealerships and distributors being added to probably ensure volume growth happens. So I think these two stocks might be there on your watch list, but TVS has moved up. So I think if anybody's holding it, should definitely continue.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.